Hello, Trudy Stoner here, not your ordinary love coach that teaches you what love is, who you are, how to live your life firmly anchored in love, and be the one so you can attract the one. Welcome. This YouTube is pretty new to me. And so I've been doing a series of videos, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And if you feel so inspired, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I really, truly appreciate you, and I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. So I want to talk about gratitude today, and I want to talk about the profound difference that 1 year and a shift in perspective can make. So if you are new to my world and this is your first time watching me, let me know. If you're watching this on a replay, also let me know so that I can connect with you. If you are a part of my world, then you know that 1 year ago, at exactly this time, I was in the hospital with COVID. And it was the scariest time. 2021 was a really very eye-opening, very challenging year. I lost the man that I was in relationship with, that I had been with for 2 years, in a drowning accident early in the year. And then in August, I came down with COVID and I was in the hospital in critical care for 11 days. And something happened to me through all of that. So I want to say that losing someone that you're close to, I experienced some of this when I lost my mom in 2018, but the veil gets thinner. We recognize and start to realize that death is a transition, that there really is no death, that we transition. I do believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We come from spirit, we return to spirit. Come from love, we return to love. Therefore, I believe that we just right now we're spirit made manifest. We no longer are in this human form, and we return to that spirit, that energy. So that was a big learning for me, knowing for me, remembering, if you will. When I had COVID and I was in the hospital, things got pretty scary for about 3 days. And it was like I was never put on a ventilator. I had very high liters of oxygen. And I did have a doctor come in to visit me, and she said that she wasn't sure if I would be going home. And that was a big wake-up call. That was an aha moment, because I thought, what are you talking about? Of course I'm going home. You can't come in and tell me that. And I nicknamed her Dr. Doom, because I'm thinking, who taught you bedside manner, right? You can't come in and tell me that. It takes away all hope. But she was serious, because from her vantage point, her perspective, she saw people that weren't going home every day. She saw people that were getting worse. And thank goodness I had a nurse that was nearby, because when the doctor left, I mean, I just wept, and I really was scared. And you got to imagine that at this point, I could take a breath and it felt like it landed here. Like when I went, you can feel your breath go all the way into your lungs and down. It's like when we take a deep breath. Well, a deep breath for me was like, and that was it. It felt like it barely went past my throat, like didn't even really touch my lungs. So here I am. I can barely get a deep breath. I'm really crying. I'm very scared. And this nurse comes to me and says, okay, here's what you do. She tells me to lie prone, get on my stomach, lie prone. Why wait, right? I'd already been there for several days. And I don't know why I didn't know that before that, but I did. I was a good listener. I was very motivated. So I rolled on my stomach. I have this wind tunnel on my face with oxygen blowing, like so heavy oxygen in my face, because without it, my oxygen would just plummet. So this is what's going on, right? But here, let me tell you what also is going on. There's a couple of things going on. There's a rallying. This is why the people that we surround ourselves matter so much. My family is amazing. My children, let me tell you what my children did. So first of all, one of them, my middle daughter, Kara, she becomes my absolute health advocate. She works in the medical field in the Bay Area. She becomes my medical advocate, talking to the charge nurse, making sure that I'm getting care. Then I have twins that are down in Southern California. One of the twins drives up to Northern California and goes to my oldest daughter's. That was hard for me to say. She goes to her big sister's house. Her big sister lives 40 minutes one way from the hospital. One way. She comes up and goes there, and they set up like a kitchen. I mean, they set up a COVID kitchen. They are researching recipes, how to heal the lungs, how to boost the immune system, anything and everything. My other twin stays down in Southern California and keeps working so she can pay her twin sister's rent, because she's taking time off to come up here to cook for me. She and my oldest daughter get to work and start making soups and start making smoothies, and basically come to the hospital every single day, twice a day, to deliver food to me that is nutritious to support me. Now, I want you to know that I recognize how fortunate that I was, that I am. This is a video about gratitude and perspective. I am so grateful to have this. I know that not everyone has this. And with every fiber of my being, I send out love to those that need love and support, because not everyone has that ability to have people do that. I'm very grateful, but it's part of my story and I want to share it. Okay, my community, my clients, people on Facebook that maybe are not my clients, but they follow me, my friends on Facebook, my other coaches, my tribe, as I call them, my tribe, my people in social media. Wow, so much love, so many prayers. And I want you to know that as I laid in that hospital bed, I could feel it. I could feel it. Every prayer, what I had was a visualization of like yellow and white light. This is what always comes to me when it's love. I always see this coming through my head, coming into my lungs, down like the branches of a tree, spreading out throughout my body and healing my lungs. Every prayer, every well wish, every bit of love sent, everything. It was like that was one more drop, one more. It was like drops of light is what it felt like. One more, one more, one more, one more, one more, just flooding, coming through my body. I felt them. I felt them all. So when you see a prayer request on Facebook, or you see that someone is struggling, it matters. It matters if you comment. It matters if you stop and just say a very quick prayer. Send love, envelop them in a bubble of light and love. Send healing energy. It matters, you guys. We are all connected. We are all one. It makes a huge difference. I felt it all. While this is going on, I'm having this incredibly profound spiritual experience because I'm laying in a hospital bed and I'm in my physical body and I feel my physical body and I'm fighting. I'm very sick and I'm fighting. And I'm listening with my earbuds. People are sending me sound healing. They're sending me meditations. They're sending me music to listen to. And I'm doing that. And I'm visualizing the healing and I'm visualizing the light. And all of this is happening. So many people, so many prayers. All of this is happening. At the exact same time, I'm also experiencing myself in spirit. I am also witnessing myself. I'm not having an out of body experience because I was very much in my body. But at the exact same time, because we are energy, we are multidimensional and we are energy. And I know it's going to freak some people out, and that's okay because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But I ask you to be kind. Just be kind. If I'm not your cup of tea, it's okay. But if I am speaking your language and you're like, oh, this lights me up, it gives me goosebumps, I'm so excited to hear this and it gives me hope, then stay with me because this is just so amazing. So at the same time, I'm witnessing myself in the bed, and I am fully both spirit and human all at once, and I am experiencing both. And there's this communication going on between the two. And in human form, I'm scared and I'm thinking, what if? And in response, I'm hearing a spiritual response that is, it's all perfectly perfect. It's handled. It's all okay. It's all okay. And I'm very soothed and I'm very calm. And I know that this is true, that it's all handled. It's all perfectly perfect, no matter what. And I realize that this is happening for me, not to me. And I recognize the gift in it all. And I'm laying in that bed and I'm thinking to myself, I just want to walk in nature. I just want to sit in my backyard and watch the hummingbirds and listen to the other birds sing and see the blue sky. And I just want to breathe air without having to have supplemental oxygen. These are the things that are coming up for me. They're so critically important. I wasn't thinking about my bank account. I wasn't thinking about really anything other than health, how important health is. And then like living my life as a living, breathing example of love and being love in the world and making a difference in the world. But it started with my connection to nature, my connection to source, my connection to love. That was the foundation. It was so clear to me, abundantly clear to me. Okay, so I get out of the hospital and you guys have to know that when I was in the hospital, like 1 year ago, like almost to the day, I'm in the hospital and I can't get out of bed to go pee on the commode right next to the bed without assistance because I cannot get a deep breath. So I'm so winded and tired. But my oxygen would drop and I'd set off all sorts of bells and whistles. So they would have to come and help me. 1 year later, I had to almost leave the gym on Monday because I realized that it had been 1 year and I was on the treadmill doing this 12-3-30 challenge, like 12% incline for a speed of 3 for 30 minutes. That's huge, you guys. I did it. I've been doing it. I've been doing the elliptical I made a commitment to myself. This is where perspective comes in. So I'll get there, stick with me. So in August, I get out of the hospital, I go home, I have supplemental oxygen for a few weeks, but I start getting a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger, a little bit stronger. It takes a while, it's a journey. In May, then fast forward all the way into 2022, it's late April, and I am struggling. I'm having a hard time because I'm still very tired and I'm fatigued and I get winded very easily. And I have a dear, dear friend, and I tell him this, and he says to me, close your eyes and breathe deeply into your belly. And I did. And he asked me a question. Do you want to get into the best shape of your life? And whoa, like from way deep was this resounding yes, this absolute yes, fire in your belly, yes, whole body, yes. And I said that. And he said, okay, take that energy and let that be your fuel. Take that fire in your belly that you feel when you say that energy behind that commitment, and let that be your fuel. And since then, since the beginning of May, I have been on a journey to get in the best shape of my life. And so when I hit my anniversary mark for the hospital and it's 1 year later, I am weeping on a treadmill because of pure gratitude, because I am able to do this workout. I am able to be on an elliptical for 30 minutes. I am able to lift weights. I am able to be out in nature. And yesterday, I'm sitting and I have the sliding glass door wide open, and who comes to visit me? A hummingbird. Doesn't come into the house, but comes right up to the open door. Multiple times in the course of an hour, this one little hummingbird comes to visit and say hello. It's not lost on me. Nothing's coincidence. We're all energy. We're all connected. It's a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful reminder. So I just wanted to take a minute. Well, I actually took, I can't see because I have my glasses on, 15 minutes to share this story with you, because I hope that what it does is, I hope it lights a fire inside of you. I hope it inspires you to go and take a look at what's really important in your life, and what are you completely grateful for, and what is it that you really want to set a goal to aspire to, so that you can have a big context of, I'm getting in the best shape of my life, or I'm revving up for the greatest love affair of my life, or I have like whatever it is, whatever your thing is, your big context, making a difference, changing the world one heart at a time. It's a big context. I'm very excited about it. So I wanted to share that with you, because when we stay in gratitude and appreciation, and we follow the fire that says yes, we listen to our bodies, we listen to our yeses, and we connect, we are so connected, and we understand that, it can change your entire world. And what a difference 1 year has made, and how grateful I am. I'm grateful for you. If you're watching this, you're part of my tribe. I'm so grateful for you. You may recognize yourself. You may have heard in this story and thought, I was one of those. I was praying for you. I was sending you sound healing. I was sending you meditations. I was sending you music. I was sending you messages. That might have been you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you're new to my tribe, then welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Leave me a comment if this resonates. Check out more information at trudystoner.com. Take a look at my new program, Heal. It's the program that I created from the book. Take a look at trudystoner.com. Subscribe here. Share it if you feel so inspired. I am forever grateful for that. Like I said, let's change the heart. Let's change the world one heart at a time. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging in there for 17 minutes. Bye, guys.